Hello and welcome to Danger Zone with our special guest interview with the Tuppence brothers. Now, if you haven't heard of the Tuppence brothers, they do a show in the UK, in England, where they go up and down and play in coin pushing and other games in the various seaside arcades they have there. They have a lot more than we do, and they play a little different. Anyway, I'm going to go through my first cup of quarters, and I only have one cup of quarters, even though there's no quarters under the ice back there. So what we have here is ships trapped in the ice in the Antarctic. That's why there's penguins. There's no penguins north, penguins are only south. And the game is, obviously we have to get the gold bars down that are trapped in the ice. But there's also 6 ships trapped in the ice. We can only win as many gold bars as we get ships down. So we can get all 6 bars down, but no ships, no gold. All 6 ships, no gold, also no gold. Basically, we can, as many ships as we get down, that's how many of the bars of gold we get down, we get to keep. There's no clock on this one, and let's get started. Since there's really no quarters on the back, I'm just going to start straight with skill shot. Skill stop. I'll get that right one of these days. Okay, the gold's moving already, that's good. Okay, gold is starting to come down. That is always a good sign. We have one ship off the back. While I'm playing the Tuppence Bros interview, I'm going to keep playing, but I'm going to be quiet. I know it's the one thing you've never seen me do. I hope I can pull it off.
Hello and welcome to our channel Tuppence Bros, and our first location today is Eastbourne, Herne Bay from Chapel St Leonard's, Cleethorpes Seafront in Sheringham, coming to you from Munsley.
Just been to Laysdown on the Sea.
In the glow of neon lights I see them spin. The Tuppence Bros holding cups of coins so thin. Tokens clink and dreams take flight on a warm arcade summer night.
Hello, are these the Tuppence brothers?
Yes, speaking. Hello.
Hi, this is John from the United States.
How's it going? All right.
Yes, it's going fine here. Hope it's well with you. Now, let me start out by saying that I'm pretty certain your parents did not name you the Tuppence brothers.
That is correct. They did it.
What did they name you, if you want to hear that?
So my real name... Oh, sorry, yeah, my name is Lorcan.
And your brother's name?
I am Lorcan. It's Irish. It's Harry Lorcan.
Well, welcome, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm John. I do the Danger Zone coin pushing site here, and I'm reaching out to other people who do similar channels just to share the fun, sort of. But let me start by asking how you got into doing this, and... Well, actually, let's start with a little bit of the setup. It seems from watching your show that seacoast towns in your area all have significant presence of arcades. Is that right?
Yeah, so essentially, like the seaside was the main place for holidays 50, 60 years ago, and there was full of amusements and other attractions, and they are all over England. So the bigger seaside towns tend to have amusement arcades. Well, we used to go to, or still do go to the ones in our local county. We live in Lincolnshire, which is probably not very well known. It is 2.5 hours north of London. It's 2.5 hours east of Manchester, if that's of any help. So it's not very well known, but we've got some nice little seaside towns here that we used to go when we were very much young. We used to go there with our grandparents and our parents, and the idea sort of weirdly stemmed from there.
But one of the reasons I ask, I'm going to ask this next question, is I'm going to ask you why you're doing a channel on this, because I do a channel on this, and I'm not certain why I do.
Yeah, well, when we started, I don't think we knew why we were doing it. I think we just saw online there wasn't many good 2p machine arcade videos in England, and we just thought for a bit of a laugh, I think it was during COVID, we just thought, let's put one out there. So we did one from our local town, which was called Cleethorpes, our first video on the channel, and that was when we had no gimbal, no proper filming equipment, very shaky hands, and at that point we didn't know what was going to happen. So from there, we did all was in Lincolnshire, only 30 minutes from our house to an hour. So we did all those ones, and we slowly got a little bit of a following at this point, and it was in the hot tub on Boxing Day, filmed 3 years ago. I was just like, let's go on a little trip. So we did a 2-hour trip away, did the whole of one county, like a state in America, one coast, did 6 more places, put them on, and then it slowly sort of went from there. And the reason we keep doing it is, one, because it's a bit of a laugh. We go away for a week at a time, have a good trip. It keeps us talking. It's a bit of fun. We get a bit money, get a little bit of money, but the money's not the main motivation. We really like it on the channel when a lot of people, some people think it's a bit weird, but what we do, there's a lot of people that comment who have got special needs, and maybe they've got autism or they've got whatever condition they've got. And a lot of them say it soothed them, the nice flow of the pusher, going backwards and forwards, it's really relaxing. And so that's another reason. I always like exploring in the seaside, and it's an excuse to go away. So loads of little fun reasons, but we don't take it too seriously.
I got to tell you that there's a couple of things I really envy about your setup over there.
And what's that?
Well, 2 things. One, that is only 2 pence.
Yeah, and that's one of the amazing things. Like it also cost 2 pence 25 years ago. So in terms of inflation, having a little bit of cheap fun, it's one of the best things out there. I don't know if the prizes have always been as good. Because in America, is it the dime? Is that 25 cents?
It's 25 cents. It's $0.25.
But yeah, it's like 20p a go, isn't it? Expensive. Yeah, so like 10 times more expensive than.
And
we do have like the 10p club pushers that are off of that, but again, they're a bit expensive for us. So yeah, imagine it's 20p.
And the other thing is, the pushers at the back of your machines, whether it's the regular pushers or I think of them as rakes that are doing it, the pushing is so much faster, and the way you're able to like put in coins without having to reach up and stick it on the top of the machine.
Now that's really interesting. So possibly the way it pushes is quicker, but we actually are not envious of how quickly we can put those coins in the machine. So it's a recent thing, probably the last 5-10 years, that you would call it rapid firing. So you can load your coins up and chuck them all in at one time, which is really good for a little bit of fun. But those arcades, those machines are designed in a very different way to the ones which were designed 20, 30 years ago, where you do put the coins in from the top. Those machines were designed in a way where you get a lot more back for your money because of the way the coins push from there. So, and a lot of the reason people in this country enjoy going to the seaside is because it's very nostalgic. It really feels just quite wholesome, and going to the old arcades with older machines, people really appreciate it. But to be fair, younger children, probably like yourself, are very excited about going to the arcades. They do love throwing in the 2p's as fast as they can and getting a good push. Yeah. So, no, I see your point.
Well, actually, just it's partly that, and because we're playing so much, we get pretty fast at dropping the quarters in. It's just that having to constantly reach. I have put more exercise into lifting my arm up and down since I started this channel.
That's funny.
That I have the rest of my life.
sizing while you're doing it?
Yes, exactly. Yes, I'm doing quarter lifts. And I'm doing a lot more bends because I drop the quarters on the floor and I have to bend down and pick them up.
No, we get that. We
Drop them, but also they drop out of the machine and they bounce out. And yeah, we can drop tubs of toys and yeah, we have to scramble for them.
So I guess one real question I have for you. How did you wind up getting someone to write you a song?
With the song, that was kind of cheating a little bit. So we use the AI. So nowadays, AI is everywhere. And we put a lot of words into it, which resembles what we do. And about the Tuppence and the arcading and the coin pushers. And so we put a little video together. Yeah, the idea was, the whole channel is just a bit of a laugh. Like, we've got these Tuppence caps and Tuppence t-shirts, and we call it the Tuppence Mobile, the car we drive around in. It's all just a bit of fun. So we thought, well, let's go on an AI. We can't put together a song. We considered it, but it never really happened. And so we got one from there. We put loads together, but then one really stuck out. It's the one we use as our jingle. The glow of neon lights will see them spin.
Tuppence Bros.
Oh, coin soaping. So it's just a bit of a laugh, and
Yeah, that's how we got.
a sorrow. So yeah,
When I heard that, I thought, wow, the British top 10 radio has really changed since the last time I listened to it.
I don't think we'll be getting number one.
one anytime soon. Definitely not.
Well, you never know. A lot of people have said, well, this song will never be a hit, and then it was.
No,
We've considered it.
to Christmas, maybe make them on ourselves. Just a bit of a laugh. The last few years in England, there's been a guy, the sausage roll guy. Oh, sausage rolls or whatever he's called. And like for like a charity or something like that. But again, we might do need to be a little bit bigger town before we start doing things like that.
So basically, as far as I can tell, you're doing it primarily for the fun of it and because it has a community of people who follow it and enjoy it. I certainly do, or I would never have heard of you. I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to end it by saying, just go to YouTube and go to Tuppence Brothers, Tuppence Bros. And if you like this kind of stuff, they do coin pushing. You do other kinds of machines too, right?
Yeah, so I think we do the coin pushing, but within that in England, we have so many other types of machines. So we have like we call them the flickers. I don't know what the name is, where they go up onto a shelf and they fall down. Occasionally go to Pac-Man machine, would call it. Yeah, all mainly 2P based. But within that, there's so much variety in what you come across. So yeah, lots of variety. Our videos are based on locations. So we're going around the whole of the UK, going to different places, showing you around them a little bit at the start of the video, tell you a bit about the place. So yeah, again, if you're interested in England, the seaside, or you want a bit of adrenaline to see the coins drop, and what we like about it, and I might be going against what your channel's about, so sorry about that if that's the case, but all the machines we use are genuine machines in places. They're not at home, they're all genuine machines, so everything we win is we've tried to get it and put the effort in. So that's another thing we pride ourselves on that.
I was going around to machines until I got very lucky in a place called Gowanus Gaming, which is a private club, opened up not far from my house. And they mostly have they have slot machines, they have things of that nature, but they wanted to offer something different. So they set up coin pushers, and then they keep redesigning. They set up a setting and they change it completely on the interior. It's in an arts community, so they get artists and local people to come in and do weird designs and weird setups. And the fun thing there is I never know how hard it's going to be because I've never played it before, and they don't know how hard it's going to be.
That sounds like a really good idea. Something which we've kind of considered, like if we do really well, get plenty of money in. Okay, it's only about a fairy tale kind of city of opening our own arcade and doing all sorts of things with it, and just having a bit of fun.
Well, that's basically
a long way off.
That's basically why I'm doing it, because I enjoy it. There really is no other reason to do it, I would think. In America, the god of coin pushing channels is Josh Bartley, and he asked for suggestions on how he could make his channel better. And I wrote him, since I'm a consultant in my real life, I wrote him like a 6-page single-spaced letter about things I thought he could do better. And he wrote back and said, I don't have the time to do half of these things. Why don't you start your own channel? So I said, well, you asked for it, Josh. Here it is. And it's really nice to touch base with you guys because I really do enjoy the show. And like I said, envy the speed of the machines and the rapid fire thing. And that only 2p.
Yeah, it's for cheap fun. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a staple of like British culture, 2p machines, and that has so much history to it. Like 50 years ago, people didn't have video games. They can play from home. The arcades were where everyone socialised. So a lot of our people that follow our channel are older people that used to spend a lot of their childhood in these places and played on some of the same machines that are there still today. So it's great for everyone, young, old. Everyone enjoys a bit of 2p fun.
And we have fun over here. We just, as with everything, it costs more in America.
Yeah. Tariffs, eh?
A pleasure to touch base with you. I'll see you. This is Danger Zone signing off, and I'm talking with the Tuppence brothers, and their show is great and really sort of cool and laid back. And they don't talk nearly as much as we do in the States. We talk like we play.
You're talking to a minute.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. I'll leave this down and I'll let you know when it airs.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Bye. And those were the Tuppence brothers. Very nice guys. Very nice show. So I suggest you, when my show is over, of course, I suggest you, check theirs out. So I'm back. I guess I can talk now. Is anyone else out there who runs a Coin Pusher channel? I'm probably going to have Josh on. Okay, there comes a thing of... Probably have Josh on. Maybe JJ General. Maybe even Matt Arcade if I can get a hold of him. I seem to have gotten down enough ships. Well, I just need to go after some gold now, but I don't know. How many ships do I have to get down? 4? Is it 1 for 1? I don't remember. Anyway, I better go after them. Give me just a sec here. Okay. Less than 4 minutes left. I'm going to try the left here. There's a ship on the ledge there. I'm going to try and get off. Okay, there goes the ship. Let me see if I can get another piece of gold before time runs out in 90 seconds. Okay, let's see how many quarters I can get back in 47 seconds, 30 seconds. I get to keep finishing my hands, so I'm always very careful to stock my hand up. Okay, last two. Oop, good push. Okay, I'm going to do a quick count up and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Here's the good news. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars of gold, which is great. But I only got 4 chips, which means I only get to keep 4 bars of gold, but that's not bad. 4 ounces of gold is $10,000. They're $2,500 each at Gloss Gaming. And I buy-in was $5,000, so $5,000 from $10,000 is $5,000. It came out $5,000 ahead. Had a nice talk with the Tuppence bros. But let me know how you liked it, and I'm going to keep doing more interviews because I think they change things up a little bit. Make sure there's but just to connect us to the global coin pushing community. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you'll subscribe, but most of all, thank you for being you. Talk to you later. Bye.